Tasmania's Museum of Old and New Art attracts around 400,000 visitors a year, but they won't find locally grown salmon on the menu at any of Mona's restaurants. Mona stopped serving salmon in 2017 amid concerns about the impact fish farming was having on Tasmanian waterways.
Why would we take a risk with a product that's ever expanding? The risk to our environment is so great.
It's a change in sentiment from when salmon first landed on restaurant tables.
It's a real specialty dish.
40 years on, salmon has gone from a delicacy to a supermarket staple. Alongside that growth, there's been a mounting campaign against the industry.
Our coastline, our future.
Fish waste, cruelty to seals, an influx of algae and a lack of regulation are some of the concerns surrounding the industry. A turning point in the debate was the release of Richard Flanagan's book Toxic in 2021. He raised not only environmental but health concerns about salmon.
A 200-gram portion of salmon will contain as much fat as a Big Mac and medium serve of fries.
Salmon company Tassal told the stock exchange the book had been unsettling but didn't detail its impact on sales.
But it broke the fear, because there was such fear about speaking out.
The Tasmanian government recently pleaded for a return of a social licence for the industry.
This is an industry that desperately wants the Tasmanian people's approval.
Some West Coast residents say it's not an issue.
So I'd say they have significant social licence, and I'd say the way their companies operate might be something that the mining companies might want to take a note of.
The bulk of the market for Tasmanian salmon isn't the island state, but the rest of Australia.
Do you eat salmon?
Yeah, we just did.
It's very, very good.
Yeah, occasionally. I just like the taste.
65% of farmed salmon is sold domestically, which is why activist groups are hitting the road.
We're recruiting chefs around Australia to say publicly they will not buy, they will not serve Tasmanian Atlantic salmon.
David Painter says despite the controversy, salmon sushi rolls remain a popular choice for customers.
It's just that people are more aware and more likely to talk about it.
It's prompted him to change suppliers to a smaller salmon producer.
It can be done sustainably if it's done on a local scale.
Tasmanian aquaculture is on track to become a $2 billion industry by 2030. The state government is encouraging but not compelling companies to move fish pens further out to sea. And it's keen to protect more than 2,000 aquaculture jobs.
Don't just listen to the headlines of the noisy activists that we hear. Find out the facts.
Transparency concerns are likely to escalate now all three Australian salmon companies are foreign-owned and no longer reporting to the stock exchange. Salmon company representatives and the industry body Salmon Tasmania declined to be interviewed. Fiona Blackwood, ABC News.